put them all away. Okay, I'm just going to go through the elements, see if these come out right now. So we're going to start with earth signs. Earth signs. Sacral chakra. Rest and rejuvenate. Heartache and loss. Okay. 2, 3, 4. So we're going through some sort of ascension. Wake, work, scroll, repeat, burnout cycle, routine, and collapse. So there's something that's about to collapse here, some sort of something you're doing over and over again. Eight of Cups. Yep, you're about to walk away from something that's draining your power. Four of Pentacles. Something you've been clinging to. The Emperor. Somebody could be trying to control you. This could actually be a boss with awake, work, scroll, repeat. It could be a job. Yeah, we have the Devil. Something you're chained to here. It's either a routine or job, something it's whatever you're doing over and over. It's affecting your security and stability. But with the Eight of Cups, it's like, I don't know where I'm going, but it's better than this. So you're about to like leave something behind. I want to know because I'm really drawn to the news right here. Maybe it's even, I mean, I guess it could be like the news is draining you if you're paying too much attention to world events. All right, so I want to see what the news is because I'm really drawn to that. I just don't know what card. I guess I'll choose this. The news is some sort of loss. Yeah, you're being blocked. Or there was a loss. I'm getting that song by ELO. Hello, how are you? Have you been all right? So maybe the news isn't like, maybe somebody else lost something or a job and they're like, because we have karmic friends, okay? So maybe you're getting some sort of communication from somebody. Maybe they went through a job loss or something. or some sort of loss. Maybe they went through a breakup and now they're contacting you again. Or you're waking up to, let me see what the five, let me just see this real quick. What is the Five of Cups? Damn. I'm gonna use a different text. It's a little crazy. Song just keeps playing in my head. Yeah, it's some sort of relationship, regardless. Either this is just, if it's not you going through this, it could be like a friend contacting you, they're going through it. So they're going through some sort of like, I feel like it's a job or relationship loss because we have courtship, so we have freedom, and we have the lovers. So, it, but it's like you're waking up to a pattern, something you've been doing over and over. It could be with, in all your relationships, with friendships. You could have some sort of pattern that you've been doing over and over, and because this could be like some sort of addiction, and it's draining you. So maybe it's in all your relationships. All right, what is the Four of Pentacles? Definitely somebody's has been holding back. I have the Seven of Swords. I feel like if somebody's keeping information or thoughts to themselves, it's out of a sense of control. So you know how, like, if you're vulnerable, then other people can take advantage of you or control you. So it's like we have a person who's, let me see. I only meant one card. It could have been an old relationship that didn't work out as well. Like, um, and you're just kind of like processing that. I would say this already happened though. If it's not happening now, this is some emotional baggage you've been hanging on to. And it's like you're finally realizing that you've been kind of on autopilot, and it's like you're like saying goodbye to it, like the energy, processing it. There's a lot of different stuff here. We have one person who's like controlling in a way, but it's out of, I feel like, survival mode. So one person could be, whoever's doing that is the sabotaging person. All right. I'm not sure how well this is working because, oh, hi. Because I just did earth signs. I'm doing air signs next. Because I'm using my hotspot. Or I'm using my internet's out, so I'm using my phone internet. All right, so now we're doing air signs. You're a gas man. Cool. Air signs. What do air signs need to know right now? 111. So new beginning for air signs. 111. Financial and material changes. Intuition. You're going to have to make a choice and you're going to have to trust your intuition. And then wisdom. Yeah, you're going to have to rely on like lessons you've learned. So, because it looks like there's a choice coming up and you're going to have to trust your intuition. But it's like it's leading you to some sort of material harvest. God, it's so dark. Hold on. Let me turn on another light. I didn't help any. Losers. Three of Swords. Knight of Cups. Yeah, we have a message coming in. Yeah, so the Hermit and the Five of Cups. Okay. So if the message is just coming from like your higher self, it's about like maybe not to regret something that was really difficult for you to go through because it led to some sort of change. Okay, it led to you being very your strength. Also, yeah, it's like some sort of lesson because this is kind of the same card right here. Wisdom, the Hermit is the same card. So it led to, so don't regret. But if you have somebody else coming in with some sort of regret, let's see what that this knight is saying. Oh, shoot. I was going to pull one of these too. Why is it so dark? I can barely see. There. I forgot I was going to pull one of these too. Thought it was a vibe, red flags, fantasy, and false hope. I think that's probably, and this one's sticking out. Can't sleep, might spiral, overthinking, emotional overload. Yeah, you could be like kind of, your brain could be kind of like going through a lot of overthinking right now. All right. So maybe you regret something that you knew was a red flag, a situation or a person. Maybe you regret dealing with this person. But I feel like they taught you something, so I wouldn't regret it. Okay, sorry, I was gonna look into the Knight of Cups. It says loan. I'm in need of financial assistance. Bad news. Unfortunately, I have some bad news to share. So either somebody kind of like drained you, or I don't know, somebody want a loan? Let's look at these. That's so interesting. This person, it says, I love everything about you. You're perfect. But then it says, don't take this personally, but my heart belongs to somebody else. Taken. Let me see the heartbreak. I don't have feelings for you, but I don't want to hurt your feelings either. Polite. Someone is being polite. That's with the Three of Swords. So that already happened. Like, was somebody just trying to, like, so it couldn't, if somebody was like trying to ask you for money, or it could be energy or your time. So we have somebody who is wasting your time and energy. Maybe somebody is giving you false hope. Man, it says, I miss you. Off the question. I'm gonna have to look a little bit into this. Heartbreak. Yeah, I feel like this already happened. I mean, I don't think it's happening now. I feel like it already happened. Um, and maybe you're kind of like going through something as far as like overthinking or thinking scenarios because there's some sort of regret, but I don't think you should regret anything because I feel like you interacted with somebody to learn a lesson, to like trust yourself if you see red flags, to trust yourself. Because this is definitely says overthinking. So I kind of feel like you're overthinking about the past. I don't think it's happening now. Because to me, this is like separation. We're in separation. So let me make sure. Is this happening now? Is the Knight of Cups coming in now? Or is that just emotions over a situation? So let me see first. Is this person coming in now to give a message? Well, you could have somebody coming in and apologizing for something. Because when I say if they're coming in now, I have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. I guess it could be either. For some, I guess it could be for air signs. I guess for some it could be, since it's a general, some person coming back, maybe they regret something. I would say they regret not having like their intentions. So they may have been telling you, oh, I love you, blah blah blah, but then like their actions definitely didn't show that, when they really had, like, maybe they had somebody else. Don't take this personally, but my heart belongs to somebody else. Yeah, they may have like, they may regret like going with somebody else or choosing somebody else. And this could be like something you're just, if that's not actually coming in, like somebody's apologizing, maybe it's just you kind of going through scenarios to let go of regrets. It's almost like a delayed grieving process. Because it kind of sucks or hurts if somebody tells you one thing, oh, I love you and I want a commitment, and then like next thing you know, they're cheating on you. You know what I mean? and maybe you had some sort of intuition, like this person wasn't, there were red flags, and you didn't listen to yourself. So you're like, oh, I should have listened to myself. I knew it. Sometimes if there's unfinished business, we can kind of like go through scripts in our head, like what we would have said, or what, you know what I mean? Like, or what we could say, that if there was something we couldn't say to a person. So that could just be the overthinking, like playing out in your head what you would say. But instead of doing that, it's like kind of take the lesson and kind of move on. Do, do, do. She's a lady. Dancing like she's never danced before. All right, so we'll do water signs. Sacrifice. Patience and planning. How are you? Water signs, recognition, reward. Okay. You're getting recognized for some sort of sacrifice you made. Whatever you sacrificed, it was to kind of build some sort of foundation here. All right, so let me get one of these. These are the Dead Inside deck. They're kind of funny. Crying over situationships, emotional investment, rejection. It's complicated. So I wonder if you sacrificed a situationship or some sort of situation. It doesn't even have to be love. It can be where there was no level of commitment, so you sacrificed it. To work on your foundation. Or you sacrifice somebody who wasn't committed to something because they were like messing with your stability. Knight of Swords. Ooh, cutthroat. Damn. Or you are doing this. Four of Pentacles and the Emperor. So somebody who is trying to control things and giving very little. And they're creating a lot of drama. It's like somebody you were trying to have patience with, but like this is like a no. So we're really, if this is going on now, you're sacrificing somebody, you're like, no, that's enough. With the Knight of Swords. Or you did it already. Interesting. So you stood in, it looks like you're taking some action, standing in, like you're masculine, even if you're feminine. That could be the person you're sacrificing as well. But let me see. Yeah, you're definitely letting go of a person, the Fool. So for me to get recognition and reward, I feel like it kind of already happened, and now you're getting like some sort of reward. So, and then we have the Page of Cups. So let's say this, you sacrificed a situationship in the past, somebody who wasn't committing or would never commit. Let's just say, because situationships aren't really about commitment, but it is kind of like sitting around hoping a person will commit sometimes. So you sacrifice that, and now you like get somebody new in love, a new offer. but it's better. So wherever you sacrificed, you took a risk. It looks like it's paying off with the Page of Cups. So that's some sort of something coming in. Op. God, I can't say it. Opportunity. Page of Cups. Yeah, it is opportunity. 3 of Wands. So in somewhere in your life, yeah, it could be money. Let's say, yeah, it could be money coming in, a job offer, um, or a new, like somebody asking you out on a date. So somebody could recognize your strength. You're a Cancer. I'm doing water signs right now. Cancers, I keep getting good readings. Well, not cancers, but water signs in general. But I feel like I got a really good reading this week for Cancer in my members. Hello. Oh, you're a Scorpio. Yes, this looks good. Wherever you sacrifice, or I guess if this is, so timelines are different. If you're sacrificing someone or a situation this week, this will be in the future. Okay. Something better is coming along. If you already sacrificed something, a person or a situation in the past, then this is coming now. So this would be something you sacrificed would be a person or a situation that caused a lot of like conflict. It made you feel closed off, and maybe you tried to be patient with somebody and wait, or like if it's love, or if it's, uh, you're hoping you're at a job and it was not really that great, and you're hoping it would change. You're just kind of waiting, hoping it would change. But then you're like, no, it's not going to change. So those are like the things you can think of if you're trying to see if this resonates with you. But this is swift. This is almost like this is going to be swift action. So either it was in the past, or if it already happened, or it's going to be now. It's going to be like, that's it. It might not even be for you. It might not even be a reading for you. Not every single water sign reading is for every single water sign. It's a general message. So it's not very. God bless you too. God, 365 nonstop. Hope you have a great day. So it might not even, or it might, if it hasn't happened yet, maybe it doesn't resonate yet. You know, to me, that looks swift. So it could be like something you just decide all of a sudden in the future. So maybe it didn't even happen yet. And who's last? Wow, fire signs. Fire signs. Yeah, it does. It does work. It's interesting. Sometimes it's crazy. Oh, so who did we just do? Water sign? So we have recognition and reward, but they had it in the last card, and you have it the first card out. Oh my God, I just shuffled. It's the same, third eye. Shuffle a little bit more. Fire sign could have been dealing with a water sign, or you have it in your charts. Choose wisely. Oh, maybe the sacrifice hasn't happened yet because now over here for fire signs, we have choose wisely. It's like you have to use your intuition because you may have to make a sacrifice somebody. Unless like I said, unless it already happened. Oh man, look at this. So we have the crown and the third eye. So definitely some psychic energy here. Let me get one of these. Oh, Sagittarius. Okay. Oh my God. Even your spirit guide quit. Disillusionment, abandonment. And like the little ghost says, brah, brah. Like, oh God. Hey, how are you? Hey, Toady. Ooh, we have the Nine of Wands, the Death card, and the Four of Cups that fell out. Ooh. You or someone else is recognizing that something has to change. Oh my God. Somebody, I'm going to stop for a minute because I just want to say it while it's in my head. Somebody knows that they have to make a sacrifice intuitively, but they're in denial. Look, we have the same energy, the Knight of Swords. So somebody's, I almost feel like somebody's coming at somebody. And it's almost like you really, if you have somebody coming at you, you really need to, I'm going to try and figure out what it is in a minute. You really have to not rely on outside sources to make a decision. That's for sure. Because this is somebody who's on their own the Four of Swords is about taking time to yourself to gain clarity, to gain the truth because you have some sort of truth. Okay. And see the guy by himself there having to make a decision. So we have the Knight of Swords. Let's see that's what I need to know right here. Ooh, look at that. At the bottom, we have the Ten of Swords and the Magician. So that's like some sort of manipulation and betrayal. Let's see what the head over heart. I don't know. Yeah, intuition isn't necessarily your head. Actually, it's rarely my thoughts. It's usually just something I know without knowing how I know. I knew it. I feel like we have somebody coming in to propose something, okay? So I have divine masculine, pop the question, I love you, okay? So regardless of the situation, we have somebody coming in to propose something, and you're going to have to make a decision, and you are going to have to make it all on your own. Like you can't, if somebody comes towards you, uh you can't let them influence you in a decision. You have to make your own decision based on like how you feel. This is rough energy. Cause like look at here. We have the Four of Cups, the Nine of Wands. So there's an energy that makes somebody feel rejected or unhappy. They feel like they have to guard themselves. This would be survival mode. But that's what's being recognized. Somebody's recognizing that either they made it, maybe somebody made a decision and now they like are realizing it wasn't the best decision. That could be. Or like this is you realizing that somebody is putting you in like this really low energy. So they're draining, but you probably weren't seeing it before with the denial. It's like you're blocking out your intuition. It's so funny that we have all these cards like third eye and crown where your guides are trying to give you information, and then like we have this, even your spirit guide quit because you weren't listening to whoever this is. It was not listening to them, their intuition wasn't listening to themselves. Yeah, it looks like somebody's reevaluating something here. They're reevaluating whether like the Five of Pentacles, whether to abandon a situation, whether they can build. Damn. 5, 7 to the 10. Somebody's either reevaluating oh, you could be reevaluating what 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, like what your happily ever after looks like. You know what I mean? Like for the long term, if it's a relationship, like, is this going to lead to stability, long term stability and happiness? Can we build something? Because right now it's very draining, or it was, and somebody's coming back. This is interesting. Let me see the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is a pattern. It's like somebody is unhappy and they're making a choice to make a change. Yeah. I gotta see, I want to see, I want to see the Knight of Swords. I want to see this person's energy. Mm. So this is somebody who like kind of creates a lot of chaos with the storm warning. Somebody who wants to win. Ability. Yeah, I was just trying to think about whether they're trying to create chaos to win in a positive way or a negative way. I don't really have like negative. So let me explain. So it could be somebody coming in creating chaos, like coming in with messages, uh, and it is creating some sort of chaos, but it would be end up in a positive way where as somebody could be, let's see their intentions. Whereas somebody could just be creating chaos, but they aren't going to change anything. They're a type of person who just says they're going to make changes, but they aren't. And they want you to sacrifice for them. Well, I don't get anything negative. Support. So I don't get anything negative. Interesting. I wonder if somebody's going to like try to change. Regardless, if you have somebody that was draining you or abandoned you and they come back around, and that you're going to have to use your own intuition rather than outside sources. So that's pretty much the, if that's someone coming back, if you are in something right now and you're realizing it's not, it's draining you, it's putting you on the on guard, um then that's usually not the best energy. Maybe you have to make a decision to sacrifice somebody or a situation, but maybe you're trying to have a conversation first about the future. before you make the final. That could be it too. Either way, you have to use your intuition because you have to make a decision whether to sacrifice something. I mean, somebody could have sacrificed you and now they're trying to come back and say they're sorry. I've regarded. What do you mean? Nine of Wands is usually, yeah, pattern, but it's also the nervous system. So it's when the nervous system acts up. So it's the wounded warrior. So it's survival mode. If anyone has a question, they can go to the Hipsy app. It's in the link is in my description, and you can put a question in. There's free yes and no's over there before I get off. If not, then I have to go and be available on Hipsy for the rest of the day to answer questions or to do readings for people. Yeah. You just go into the app. You probably have to put your email in or something, and then you go into where it says the live. There's like a live section for me. I don't know. I don't know you. All right, I'm just gonna get going. I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you all around. See ya.